This is Ken Leake with MAC's Technical Market Update for Wednesday, February 1st. I'm going to start with March corn tonight. We've seen a nice turnaround in all the markets with some fund buying. No particularly supportive fundamental news out here or anything that changes fundamentally, so fundamentals continue to stay rather bearish. However, we did see fund buying after this 4 or 5 day break lower, and actually regained most of the losses that we saw in the last 4 or 5 or 6 days. March corn traded just a tick over 371 6 or 7 sessions ago, and if you notice tonight's close at 368.5 was just right at the, actually 368.5 is the 200-day moving average. We closed at 368.25. So we're at a point where if we could close above those longer term moving averages, and notice that I'm measuring from 367, which was the old high that we set back in October, we've got a couple of things coming together right here that would be very bullish technically if we can close above say 370 or even above 369. The other retracement values that I've written or filled in here and here will just give us some targets as to where we can set some sales targets. We've got a lot of anxious corn sellers, a lot of folks out there with corn ownership, and we've been using this 370 as a target. If you remember weeks ago when we first started talking about a potential move in the corn market, we would measure from last summer's high to this fall's low, and we come up with 380s or somewhere in the 380s as the value that we were going to target back at that point. With a long-term sideways market and anxious corn sellers, we reduced those sales targets just in order to get some things sold, some bushels moved, and came up with this 368, 370 target, which we made about a week ago. So continue to use 368, 370 as a sales target if you're anxious to get some sales on. If you're not, if you've got some sales already on and you're looking for the next move, then we'll start to use these numbers. We'll use 377 as an intermediate sales target, 381 for the next one, and 388 is the top. And once again, 388, 387, 388 represents a 50% retracement of last summer's high to last fall's low break. And I don't think corn has a fundamental chance of trading above that value ever. So I guess once I say I can't see those values trade ever, maybe a good reason that it does get there. But for now, we'll use those targets. 377, back up, 372 for anxious sellers, 377, then 381 will be sales targets in the March corn.